Okay, cool, we'll make this quick. The Boondocks is coming back in some way, shape or form. Here's the thing. We've been knowing this. This isn't anything new. In fact, this news is a year old. I'm sort of desensitized to this whole Boondocks is coming back stuff because I've been hearing it for over a year now and I still don't know what it means. John Witherspoon didn't say season 5. He said it was coming back. He didn't say what it was coming back for. Is it a video game, a comic strip, the show, a movie? You know, it could be a movie. Aaron still holds the rights to a movie, you know. Like, my point is, a lot of this stuff is vague, and we won't know anything until there's an official announcement. So instead, I'm going to give some of my brief thoughts on the Boondocks returning. I'm not sure if you've seen this around, but like on Twitter, is all over the place. Like, this generation too soft for the Boondocks. Alphabet Club gonna get shit cancelled after 2 episodes. The LGQ and the Kuna Matata, like these niggas are just saying words. If you listen, if this is you're a joke. Just leave. I'm pretty sure Aaron was banned in the newspaper for drawing, what's it called, Riley attacking a girl with a lightsaber. So if we're gonna talk about soft, it doesn't make any sense. And second, you know, you have to recognize that, you know, it's satire. I'm sorry if some people find security in a satirical 8-year-old ignorant child. I ain't even gonna act like, oh, I don't find Riley funny, or I don't find the gay jokes funny, but like, it's your inability to recognize that it's satire that makes you look stupid. Alright, next. Something else I usually hear, McGruder ain't involved in the show. I ain't watching, man. The cracker done came down on the Boondocks. I was trashed. McGruder season 4. This is a really hard one to address. I'll just say this. I think people should do a bit more research into the history behind season 4, and they might find some answers, some surprising answers. I think when Aaron is motivated and passionate about the project he's working on, and he manages himself well, he can make really incredible things. Like, what's it called? The early comic strips, season 1 of the Boondocks, season 1 of Black Jesus. I think all of that is just some of Aaron's best work. But the key thing is time, management, and motivation. I'll leave it there. Whatever form the Boondocks is returning in, all we know really, honestly and truthfully, is just that it's returning, and we've been hearing that for like a year. So I mean, if I imagine if you want the latest updates on the Boondocks' return, you follow the Boondocks Bootleg Instagram. You know, I want to say it's well managed. They share a bunch of original content there. They've got like artwork, comic strips, exclusives, whatever. It's just, I'll show an example.
But this time it's a whole different experience, cause Disney done went and hired a whole bunch of Shiite Muslims and Afghan rebels to play the parts. Need to be calling this movie Aladdin, starring the Taliban.
I'm sick of seeing ruckus.
That's how many jihadis they got running around in this here thing.
Without going too deep into everything, my biggest hope with this show is just that the heart of the show stays true. You know, it's really easy to get caught up in the hype of the Boondocks, you know, like niggas, nigga moments, anime fights, and shouting. And in doing that, with the show's transition, it became a lot less a show of heart and satire and more, how much can we make these niggas laugh? And I understand, because, you know, it's strategic, but you want to stay on the air, you want to get people's attention, and you know, the priority is to entertain. And on a side note, I'd even argue that that's partially the reason that season 4 isn't well received. All the episodes, unlike season 3, actually kind of have something to say, you know, whether it be the, what's it called, the black hair care market, non-violent direct action, class issues, black women needing emotional support, political correctness, what have you. Season 4 does have a lot of topics that it does try to delve into. Like, honestly, like, entertainment is important, and I think ultimately that's why season 4 it wasn't received well. It just really isn't that entertaining. I think there's points being made there, but it's not entertaining. There needs to be some form of balance, and I do get that. I just hope that we don't get too caught up in the entertainment that we lose sight of what the Boondocks was and what made it great. And that doesn't exclude any member of the Boondocks team, you know, even Aaron. I think anyone can get lost in being entertaining. I think anyone can get exhausted, and I think anyone can write a bad episode. Unlike all these Boondocks heads, I ain't trying to immortalize Aaron. I'm not really interested in doing that. I ain't dick riding Aaron, what the fuck? If I know one thing, it's that the heart of the Boondocks is with Aaron. He's the guy that made the strip, he's the guy that made the characters, he's the guy that made the memorable episodes that made people laugh and that made interesting points. And the Boondocks could return and be just as great as the early seasons and the comic strip, but similarly, I don't rule out the idea that it could be just as bad as season 4. With or without McGruder, it really doesn't matter to me. Again, without going into too many details, just because Huey removed his name from his play doesn't mean he wasn't a part of it. Even if his play was then poorly received, doesn't make Huey a bad writer. Maybe he was just exhausted. I don't know. You know, I liked Black Jesus. This analogy is going really far, but my point is, sometimes I find myself questioning whether the Boondocks should or shouldn't come back, and it's really easy to be caught up in the hype. That's all I'm trying to say. I have faith that if Aaron chooses the best version of himself, that this could be really amazing and a really great comeback, and it's what everybody's looking for, and I wanna believe that he will. But I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. Take care of you, man. Peace.